salary? Well, first of all, if I'm going to put in a formula, I need to do the equal sign, so it's expecting a formula. I want to do 5% of the 15,000 and then add the 15,000 on. So I can do 0.05 times and click on the 15,000 plus, click on the 15,000, hit enter. Is that what you had in your table? 15,750?
Yeah.
Yes. Now if I'm going to do that same calculation all the way down, that's where this really helps me out. I can just fill that all the way down. And it'll just repeat that calculation, right? That's when spreadsheets come in really handy. So one thing I want you to do at this point is just check your numbers. Do all of your numbers agree with mine? Let me click off that. Maybe that'll be easier to do without the shading. It's making this bigger help. Is that any easier? Do a quick run through, make sure your numbers agree with mine. I can do a similar thing here for option 2. So under option 2, I want to add a 3% to the original and then another $1,000, right? So equals 0.03 times the original plus the original plus 1,000. And then I'm going to fill that all the way down. Now, if you've never used Excel before, don't freak out. I'm not expecting you to necessarily go home and repeat this. I just want you to see it now. At some point later in the course, you'll actually be using it. But compare your numbers there as well. Down at the very bottom for Emily, you should have 84,000 under option 1, 83,400 under option 2. And then let's complete this. Let's do the difference column. So I want that to equal option 1 salary minus option 2 salary. Do you all have negative 700 for that first difference? What does the negative mean? What does that tell you?
Option salary, option 2 was better.
Yeah, it tells you that option 2 is better for that person, right? It tells you option 2 was higher. That's why when you subtracted it, you got a negative number. Can you fill that all the way down? It should look like that. So do a quick check, make sure we all are at least looking at the same numbers. Do you notice how I put those formulas in, though, to program those columns? I'm kind of thinking this way, right? I did the original salary times 0.05 plus the original salary. So Excel is kind of using this same logic, okay? You're using a cell location instead of a variable, but you're starting to think of it in terms of a formula. So if you can think that way, spreadsheets will be easier and will make more sense. All right, let's look at the questions on page 34. Still following up with the same idea. Is there a salary for which the two plans would be the same? Is there anybody who wouldn't care, who would think, option 1, option 2, I don't care. I end up with the same thing. Did you have any zeros in that last column? Because that's what that would mean, right?